Cooking without recipes essentially is for anybody who kind of looks at people who seem to cook with effortless ease and envies them. People are frightened by kitchens, people are frightened by cooking. So cooking without recipes is really for those people. What cooking without recipes does is it takes you through a set of steps to prepare you for actually cooking dishes. So you start by understanding the tools that you need to have in the kitchen, how to set your kitchen out, what staple ingredients you need to have, and then from there you can start to learn how to prepare and cook the dishes that you want. In order to test the principles of cooking without recipes, to see whether it was possible to actually do this on a bigger scale, to create a new menu every day, I've taken on a restaurant in London where I'm running a pop-up for 3 weeks. I've got a busy restaurant tonight and I've got to feed, I think, around 40 people. The way I work when I'm cooking at these pop-ups is to think a little bit ahead, probably 3 or 4 days ahead, which I have to do in terms of ordering large amounts of meat or fish. I always leave some space as well for ingredients that might have come in on the day or the night before that I don't know about. So for instance, I spoke to the fishmonger this morning and he's got me a box of sardines that have come in from Cornwall. He's filleting them for me, which is great. Really the way my day works is that now I go off to my wholesaler and just see what he's got in terms of fruit and vegetables. One of the reasons I come to this market is not only is it local, and of course I'm lucky enough to be able to come here during the week because I buy wholesale for my pop-up restaurant, but I come here because actually they're passionate about their produce, and I never find anything here that isn't of the best quality, and it's up to you always to find the places where the people who sell you the ingredients you're looking for are passionate and enthusiastic about them as well. Down here we've got some amazing sweet peppers which really take my eye. I've got to make a vegetarian option today, and what I was going to do was make some couscous and roasted vegetables, and these will just roast up really nicely. They look great, they look colourful. We'll mix them with some aubergines and some courgettes and it'll just look great, and I might just take them all this, it looks so good. It's really important when you go shopping to make friends with the people you're buying food from. If you've got a local butcher or a local fishmonger or greengrocer, speak to them, ask them where they get their stock, find out if they'd be prepared to get you things that they don't normally have in the shop. Find out what their passions and enthusiasms are. People love to be able to guide you, they love to give you advice. So if you've seen a cut of meat that you don't know or you haven't used before, or you see something in the fishmonger's window and you wonder what on earth it is, go and ask, because that's what's going to give you the confidence to actually start cooking new things and doing new things in your kitchen. This book is going to teach you really how to go it alone in the kitchen. It's going to help you build your confidence. It's going to help you follow your instinct and your intuition when it comes to understanding ingredients and what to do with them. The conventional way of cooking would be to say, okay, we've got some wood pigeons, so we need some vegetables to go with that, and better have some potatoes as ballast, but well, why not do it differently? So tonight I'm going to do wood pigeon on toast. The wonderful kind of crunchiness of the fried crouton against the gaminess of the wood pigeon, it just makes a fantastic combination, and it's always a winner. They don't need lists of ingredients or even measurements to cook well. What you need is confidence. You need confidence in your own creativity and your own ability to look at ingredients, to understand what they do, understand how to cook them, and understand how they'll turn out on the plate. I think one of the really important things for the pop-up is to surprise people and to give people a bit of pleasure and for them to have a fun night. So I always, although it's a three-course menu, I always add a little something at the beginning. Tonight I'm just going to make a very quick pea soup, which is so easy, but people always love it. And there's always just get a tiny little bowl of it, but they feel special because they feel like they're getting a little extra something. And of course, what it's great for us is that we give them a little extra course, and it gives us a bit more, buys us a bit more time to actually get on with stuff in the kitchen. It is important to surprise people. It is important that when you go for a meal, it's not just the same old, that you're getting something a bit different. And it's always a risk. You never know whether people are going to enjoy the things that you have on offer. It's always more fun if you do things differently.
The wood pitching was really good. Interesting with the bread as well.
I felt like you were just like at friends or home having dinner served.
I think it's not the normal stuff you would get in restaurants. It's different food, done in a really creative way, but not too foodie, not too full on. Just really good food that you wouldn't probably normally eat.
By the time you're actually confident enough to put things down on the table, doesn't matter how they turn out, that you've created, that are your dishes, then you've really become the kind of cook that you always wanted to be. You're confident, you're inspired, you're following your intuition, and you're doing things from the heart, and that is the most important thing about the cook. I love recipe books. I've got hundreds of them. I love reading what people say about food. I love their ideas. But recipes in themselves, they just don't teach you how to cook. They teach you how to follow a recipe. It's like painting by numbers. What you need to do is to close the recipe book once you've had an idea and actually have a go on your own. My ideal is that when you finish reading this book, you won't need it anymore, and you'll just pass it on to your friends, who will then pass it on to their friends. So by the time you acquire the ability and confidence and skill to be a cook on your own terms, by that time you won't need this book anymore.